Cleveland Browns fans are furious, and honestly, they have every right to be. The team's handling of rookie sensation Shedeur Sanders has gone from confusing to downright suspicious, and now insiders are calling them out publicly. Just days after head coach Kevin Stefanski confirmed Shedeur wasn't getting any first-team reps, offensive coordinator Tommy Rees tried to calm the storm. He claimed it's all part of a development plan, insisting both Shedeur and Dillon Gabriel are preparing equally behind the scenes. But here's the thing, Browns insider Tony Rizzo isn't buying a single word of it. According to Rizzo, this isn't about development, it's about control. He blasted the Browns coaching staff for failing to prepare their young quarterback properly, calling it a joke that Shedeur is being left out of first-team practice. And he's not alone. Across Cleveland, fans are wondering what the team is really doing. Is Stefanski protecting Shedeur from a bad offensive line? Or is he deliberately keeping him out of the spotlight? It's rare, almost unheard of, for a backup quarterback with Shedeur's talent to be completely cut off from meaningful reps, especially when he's just one play away from stepping onto that field. Whether it's a hidden agenda or pure mismanagement, one thing's clear, something's not right inside the Browns locker room. And if this tension keeps building, it could lead to one of the biggest quarterback controversies Cleveland has ever seen. Cleveland's offensive coordinator Tommy Rees recently tried to calm the growing storm around the Browns quarterback situation. But his explanation only raised more questions. Rees claimed that both Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders are bought in and working hard, emphasizing that it's a group effort to keep both ready to play. He suggested that even though Shedeur isn't getting many first-team reps, the coaching staff is finding creative ways to prepare him through walkthroughs, extra study sessions, and limited practice snaps. But to many fans and insiders, that explanation sounded more like damage control than a real plan. If Shedeur is truly part of the team's future, why isn't he getting hands-on development time with the starters? Rees insists it's about building confidence and positive situations. But critics believe it's just a polite way of saying Shedeur isn't being trusted yet. And in a city that's waited decades for a true franchise quarterback, that reasoning isn't sitting well. Cleveland Browns insider Tony Rizzo didn't hold back after hearing Tommy Rees' comments. He absolutely went off. Calling the situation a complete joke, Rizzo slammed the Browns coaching staff for failing to properly develop Shedeur Sanders, saying it makes no sense to keep such a talented young quarterback out of first-team reps. He questioned whether Shedeur was even being coached or just left on the sidelines to rot, asking, "Who in the world is developing this kid?" Rizzo's frustration echoed what many fans have been saying for weeks, that the Browns are either afraid to let Shedeur play or are hiding him for reasons no one can quite explain. His fiery rant wasn't just criticism, it was a wake-up call. If the Browns truly see Shedeur as their future, why aren't they preparing him like it? In Rizzo's words, this isn't about protection or patience. It's about poor management that could ruin one of the most promising quarterbacks Cleveland has had in years. Rumors are now swirling that the Browns coaching staff might have a hidden agenda when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. And honestly, the evidence is starting to pile up. Despite his impressive preseason flashes and clear leadership potential, Shedeur continues to be sidelined, receiving 0 first-team reps. Fans and insiders are beginning to wonder, is this really about development, or is Kevin Stefanski intentionally keeping him out of the spotlight? Some believe the staff fears that if Shedeur steps on the field, he'll instantly outperform Dillon Gabriel, forcing an uncomfortable quarterback controversy the organization isn't ready for. Others think it's about ego, that Stefanski doesn't want to be proven wrong after publicly backing Gabriel as his guy. Whatever the reason, this so-called development plan feels less like protection and more like suppression. And if that's true, Cleveland could be sabotaging its own future just to preserve a coach's pride. Cleveland fans are furious, and honestly, who can blame them? After watching years of quarterback failures, they finally see a spark in Shedeur Sanders, only to watch the Browns coaching staff bury him on the bench. Fans aren't buying the development excuse anymore. They've seen Shedeur make sharp throws, lead confidently, and show poise beyond his years. Yet, Kevin Stefanski continues to sideline him while sticking with Dillon Gabriel, whose inconsistency has frustrated the fan base even more. Social media is flooded with outrage, fans calling it criminal mismanagement and demanding Shedeur get his shot. To them, this isn't about patience. It's about wasting talent. Cleveland's loyal supporters have endured enough mediocrity, and seeing the team's most promising quarterback in decades held back by questionable coaching decisions feels like betrayal. The bigger picture here goes far beyond one quarterback battle. It's about accountability and leadership inside the Cleveland Browns organization. The handling of Shedeur Sanders has exposed what many believe is a deep communication and trust issue between the coaching staff and players. Fans and insiders alike see this as a reflection of Kevin Stefanski's inability to adapt, especially when it comes to recognizing young, elite talent ready to lead. This isn't just about who starts on Sunday. It's about setting the tone for the team's future. If the Browns continue to sideline their most dynamic prospect, they risk repeating the same mistakes that have haunted this franchise for years. The message is clear. Either empower Shedeur Sanders now or watch another potential star walk away while Cleveland's cycle of mediocrity continues. At this point, Cleveland's situation has reached a breaking point, and fans know it. The Shedeur Sanders dilemma isn't just about a quarterback sitting on the bench. It's about a team losing direction under Kevin Stefanski's leadership. Every press conference, every vague explanation, and every missed opportunity only fuels more doubt. Fans see a young, hungry talent waiting for his chance, while the coaching staff hides behind excuses about development and timing. If Shedeur isn't given a fair shot soon, the Browns risk destroying what little trust remains between the organization and its fan base. This could define Stefanski's legacy, not by wins or losses, but by how he mishandled a generational talent. The question now is simple. Will Cleveland wake up before it's too late?